Tell me, Lamar, what's the dream, bro?
Well, the dream is 40 acres and a mule, so I'm just joking. But the dream is to just master my craft, be the best man I can be, and just, support my family and just keep going, being consistent, being persistent, That's
Amen,
it.
bro.
It's staying relevant. Because, the thing about it is, as an artist, or like, and there's any types of form of entertainment, you can attest to this.
Mm-hmm.
Relevancy is key. As soon as you take a little break, or you're just like, I don't feel like promoting today. I don't feel like doing anything today. It's like, you have to keep people anticipated about something, Because some people could fall into not like the goulash, but
Yeah.
it's like people start like, oh man, Marv ain't doing anything anymore. Oh, Lamar's not doing something right now. And the thing about it is, when you're consistent comes motion. So you might have that person that want to take your spot or be in secret competition with you. You got to watch out for that too. Like people that, when you're like a genuine person, you have people that, you show love to a lot of people, and, sometimes you even give your resources out to people. But, people be trying to like backdoor you sometimes. So you got to like watch out for that, especially in this type of industry. But
yeah, bro, dope. So yeah, I was watching Jesus Christ Rap Star. I've been watching it, and good job in there, bro, being the heavy.
Thank you.
And I found the whole thing entertaining and hilarious the whole time.
Yeah.
Homie, the main lead that plays Jesus and also plays, I guess he's playing the preacher's son too. Is they're both the same characters, same actors?
Oh yeah, A Hood. He's like
A Hood, yeah.
Yeah, he's like you know how Eddie Murphy plays like a plethora of like characters?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's fire.
Shout out to
he's
him.
fire.
Shout out to
Gotta
A-Hood.
get him up here too soon.
He wanted to come up here.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's dope. He's dope. I definitely enjoyed watching that, and enjoyed watching you in it as the heavy.
Thank
I love
you.
when you were pointing and then you were like, yeah, bro. Good stuff, man.
You.
So take me back to the beginning, bro. Take me back to your start in acting, or even your upbringing, and what led you to where you are now.
Well, that's a good one, Marv. So in the beginning, you want the short story or the long version?
Any way you want to tell it, bro. We don't have a time limit here.
So the long version is in West Philadelphia. I'm just playing. So the long version is, when I was a kid, I loved movies.
Okay.
I'm like a movie buff. And
what kind of movies, if you let me interject?
All kinds.
Yeah.
Like all kinds. Drama, thrillers.
Anything specific movies that inspired you?
I like Juice with Tupac. Tupac is one of my favorite actors. A lot of people, even though Tupac was a rapper, he was an actor first. A lot of people don't know that.
Juilliard.
Also, I like Brad Pitt. I like Mickey Rourke. I like Jim Carrey. He's one of my favorite actors. I like the Cable Guy, the Truman Show. I like Jim Carrey's like quirkiness.
Mm-hmm.
He's very quirky. I'm like that too. Yeah, just what else I like? The Truman Show. Ooh. Mickey Rourke, the wrestler. I like that movie because I'm a wrestling fan, which y'all probably already know if you watch my algorithm on, my algorithm. My page is like, my page is like my personality. I don't really brand my Instagram page as like a card. It's just who I am. Yeah, stuff like that,
So you watched that stuff as a kid, and you said, "This is what I want to be. This is all I want to do."
I wanted to be an actor since I was young, but when you talk to people, it sounds far-fetched.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, you want to be an actor? I was like, because everybody I grew up around, they wanted to be rappers. They were like selling drugs. You know what I mean? Like they were like, because I used to read Shakespeare when I was younger, and I thought Shakespeare was dope. You know what I'm saying? So when I get around like my boys, they're talking about girls and like rapping and trapping, and I'm like, they're doing freestyles and shit. And I'm just like, we curse on here, right?
Yeah.
All right. So like, and freestyling and shit, like, and I wanted to go tell them like, yo, I like Shakespeare. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, you gotta check this out. Like, I like poetry and stuff like that. But I used to just keep it to myself.
Yeah.
Because I didn't want to feel like outside the box, outside the mix. You know what I'm saying? So I used to be a follower at one point. So I always loved movies and stuff like that. So when I was in elementary school, I did like theater plays and stuff when I was a kid. And then when fast forward, I used to take like acting classes and stuff when I was like 19, 18. And then I kind of fell back from it. And then like life just like started lifing. And then after that, my first film I was ever in, it's called Atlantic City Chronicles. It's on IMDb right now.
How'd you get involved with that?
That story's crazy. So shout out to my boy Carl. He's my barber in real life, actually. So I was going to the barber shop in Franklin, New Jersey to get my hair cut. And shout out to Johnny Filmmaker. I was with my girl and we was waiting. We had an appointment for the getting a haircut.
Mm-hmm.
And I was sitting there and I was talking to my girl. And then this guy, he just kept looking at me. like that. You know how like you look at somebody and you think you know them and then you just kind of like look away real quick.
Yeah.
He just kept staring at me. So I started getting like uncomfortable. So I'm like, what's up, bro? Like, you okay? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you love me or something? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So after that, he was like, yo, I like your look. I was like, what? He was like, I like your look. He was like in my mind, I'm like, pause, you know what I'm saying? So he was like, I like your look. He was like, yo, I'm writing this film called Atlantic City Chronicles. He was like, yo, I would like for you to be in it. So I like at first I thought it was like a scammer, like he was on some bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
You had done nothing else before that either?
No.
No? Not even like school plays or anything?
No, I did theater plays. I did like the Nutcracker and
nothing
stuff
this
like
guy
that.
would know though.
No.
Off a can of paint, he just looked at you and said, "You're the guy."
Yo, facts. So he looked at me. He was like, yo, I like your look. He was like, I want to write you Atlantic City Chronicles. And then he was like, yo, send me some screenshots of your body and your face.
Where's your mind at? 'Cause
Bro, I was like, bro, I just went there to go get like a high top fade, bro. I'm like, bro, I didn't know I was going to go in there and be a goddamn and be in a goddamn movie. You know what I'm saying? If I knew that, I would have dressed a little more proper. I had sweatpants on and a PlayStation hat on. So
that's like destiny, though, right?
yo, right place at right time, baby.
Yeah. If you had not wanted to fade that day, or if you had gone like an hour later, there's a whole nother timeline, bro.
Bro, the universe.
It's crazy, right?
It's like the multiverse of Marvel.
Yeah, exactly.
But I did that, and I remember he gave me his number. I took this with my girl, my wife. Shout out to my wife. She took the screenshots of my body and stuff, my face, sent it to him. A day later, he sent me a script. And then he was like, we want to meet up in 2 weeks to shoot the scene at this very barbershop. And he said, you're going to play, I didn't have a name. My name was Setup Kid. So I was in a gang. And you know the rap group Boot Camp Clique?
Yeah.
You know Rock from Helter Skelter?
No, I don't know Rock. I saw something about them on Facebook today. That's funny.
Okay, so he's in the movie with me.
Okay.
He's in it's a web series.
Yeah.
So he's in the web series with me.
How long ago was this?
2014.
Okay, so more than 10 years ago, 12 years ago exactly.
That was that long ago. So
and how old are you at this time?
24.
That's awesome.
I was 24. I'm 36 now, but I was 24 then. So I went there and I met him, and then, like, I met Rock, and it was very intimidating at first because he's a rapper, you know what I'm saying? Of like a high caliber, and I'm like, whoa, you know what I mean? Like, this is like my first film. And I know like the basics, like with monologues, movement, you know, beats, cold reads, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. But I was never like in a film. You know what I mean? So that was like a whole different beast. I was used to being like on stage. Stage acting and film acting is two different like universes.
Yeah, I agree.
So I was nervous as hell, I ain't gonna lie.
And your wife was with it? She took the pictures for you? So
she took the pictures for me. Yeah.
And like you told her, like, I was just sitting in the barbershop, this guy just came up and said he wants me to
She was right there with me.
Oh, okay. So she was with you.
She was sitting right beside me.
Okay.
She was just like, babe, I think this guy likes you or something.
Yeah.
Like that. And I was like, I don't know. Maybe I was looking, I was like, maybe he does. I don't know. I'm like, I don't know, you know?
That's cool for her to be with it though, so quick like that.
Yes, that's the thing. When you in any types of form of entertainment, you need a good support system.
Absolutely.
If you don't, it's a wrap for you.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's not going to work because people's going to discourage you. Or even like Marv, you doing this right now. I know this is off topic, but you doing this right now, you're offending somebody right now because you're following what you want to do and you're being different.
Yeah.
And it's working.
Yeah.
Like you're not even doing anything. You didn't disrespect this person. You didn't do nothing, but they're offended that you're doing this. And that's what comes with this game sometimes. You know what I mean? Like when you focus on your goals and do what you have to do, you're gonna offend certain people. But and you know, the old saying goes, if you don't have haters, you're not relevant.
Bingo.
So anyways,
You're on day one on the set. You met Rock.
I met Rock, we chopped it up. I did my scene, and in between takes, he was telling me, he was just like, yo, because I was sweating and stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was like, yo.
So you did makeup too and everything?
Yeah, we did makeup and everything.
That was your first time putting on makeup?
Yeah, because he was like, I'm gonna put makeup on your face. I was like, whoa, I was like, am I doing a movie or adult film? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, whoa, that's like crazy. So I'm like, hold on, like I didn't sign up for this. So I remember he was just telling me, he was like, yo, just be yourself. He was like, just remember the lines and don't think about it so much. Just let it be natural. Because sometimes when you watch films, right, and I'm still a student of the game, and as I progress in movies, my acting gets better. You know what I mean? Because sometimes, like, when you see somebody doing a scene, you could tell they're acting.
Absolutely.
They'll sound like very like robotic, like, hey, how are you doing? Where is Martha? Like, I am good. You know what I'm saying? It's like our acting is like, it's supposed to feel, even though natural, even though you're pretending, it's like you're like how me and you is having a conversation right now. It's supposed to feel authentic like that.
Yeah, I like to compare it to fight scenes in an action movie to fight scenes between in Too Fast, Too Furious. You know, when Paul Walker and Tyrese get into a fight and they're like rolling on the ground and they're like punching each other and whatever. That's a real fight.
Right.
What's happening in martial arts movies is choreographed. But that's how I think about acting too. Like real acting is so natural that it almost feels like mundane.
Yeah. It's just kind of like you get absorbed in because it's just like it just feels so natural. Like, you know what I mean? That's why sometimes like certain table reads I used to go to, you know, we used to have chemistry tests and stuff like that. Because the thing about it is you could be good at the character, but let's say you have a scene partner and there's no chemistry, it's not going to work.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah.
So sometimes like before we'll do like certain scenes and roles, the cast and crew will go out to eat and yada, yada, yada and stuff like that, get to know each other. But, Marv, by the way, we got to get you in the movie too, bro.
Yeah, me? I've never really... I did like acting classes for in the city and whatnot, and it didn't feel like my thing, to be honest with you. Maybe like as an extra, I'd be down for it in the background, but not like a whole script to memorize and whatnot.
No, Marv, we're gonna get you in the speaking role, bro. You know what I'm saying?
We'll see.
You know what I mean? You gotta, you know what I mean? Think outside the box. But
I'm open to new things, so yeah, for sure.
You know, have that underneath your belt, a little IMDb credit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm down for it.
But what was I saying? So
you were day one. You got your makeup on now.
So I got my makeup on and stuff like that, and then we're just talking.
You've read the script already too. You've already like seen what your character is like.
My character is like,
and you're happy with like, all right, I could play this guy.
Yeah. Because the thing about it is, you know, I grew up around like
the heavy
shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't really that hard to portray. Because my father was a criminal. God rest his soul. My dad did 7 years in Northern State Prison. So like just drawing from, because acting classes could take you so far.
Oh, you had already done classes before this too.
I've done classes years ago.
Oh, okay, so
I still take classes.
This is really like your destiny calling to you at this moment. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, but like I said, I used to just bottle it in a lot.
Yeah,
I really never told people because you know you tell somebody that you like acting, they're gonna be like, oh man, this guy's a dweeb.
Yeah, of course.
That's like you telling somebody you like anime.
Yeah.
Like now it's cool.
Now I was gonna say.
Now it's cool. Now it's cool. But back then when we like
yeah, we're growing up when we were kids.
Oh my goodness.
You like anime? What the hell?
You got crucified for that.
No, for real.
No buns. Now everybody likes it. Megan Thee Stallion, all that.
Yeah.
But yeah. So I was talking to Rock in between takes.
Yeah.
And he was telling me how he met Biggie, Tupac, and me and my girl and his wife. Well, she wasn't my wife yet, but my girl and his wife, they were pregnant at the same time.
Wow, man.
So we were both having kids at the same time. So we were chopping it up and he was cool. You know, shout out to him, you know, Helter Skelter and the whole boot camp clique and stuff like that. So if you go on IMDb, You go on Google, type in IMDb, type in Atlantic City Chronicles. I'm on season 2, episode 3. It's called Vanilla Clustered, and the show's about a Marine. He comes from the military, and he really don't have like options outside of the military. So he wasn't really getting like chances and stuff like that because he had like mental health issues from like seeing what he
Black character or white character?
White character.
Okay. So the director of this was white too?
He was black.
Okay.
So, he didn't really have opportunities and stuff like that. So he turned to the streets because he had a family to feed.
Yeah. Very similar to like what is it called? Dead Presidents.
Right.
Yeah.
Like it was very similar to that.
Yeah.
So, he turns to the streets, and I don't want to give it out too much because I don't know if you guys are gonna watch it or whatever. But
I'm gonna watch it now for sure.
Yeah. So it's good. It's old. You know what I mean? And then after that, I took 8 years off. I don't know if you saw my I don't know if you saw my Somewhere in New Jersey interview.
No, I didn't see that.
Oh, I gotta send you that. So I was on this interview called Somewhere in New Jersey. Shout out to 1030. And I took 8 years off after that.
Purposely, or you just didn't have anything coming your way?
No, I did it purposely because my like I told you, my wife, she got pregnant. And the thing about it is, I had a baby like 4 months after when Atlantic City Chronicles aired.
How was that feeling too? I mean, now you got a child, which is an amazing feeling. Congratulations to that.
Thank you.
But now you actually have your face on a screen. What's that like?
You know what's crazy? I'm like Adam Sandler. He's one of my favorite actors. So Adam Sandler, you know how like
humble?
He's very humble.
Yeah.
He's kind of like, oh, I'm in a movie, but you'll see him at like a local basketball court.
Yeah.
With no security, shooting hoops.
Big shorts, big shirt.
He's rich as hell.
Yeah.
He's wearing basketball shorts.
Yeah.
And like a $2 white tee or something.
Always got the same friends with him. Yeah.
Like I didn't really think about it. Like I was just like, it was a blessing to be part of that, but I wasn't like,
yeah,
I did a web series. Like, you know what I mean? It was just like, okay, like, I loved it. It happened. Life goes on.
Yeah.
But then 4 months later, my girl gave birth to my son, Liam. And then, when you have kids, when you have a kid, your life it turns into like a spiral.
Mm-hmm.
So then I was like, okay, I got to get a better job. I got to find like an apartment, get a better car.
Got to man up.
I got to man up.
Yeah.
So I was like, I had to put my dreams on hold. I had to put my dreams on hold because it's not about me anymore.
Shout out to you for being like, how you said you were 24 at that age?
24 when I had my son.
Shout out to you for like maturing and saying that to yourself. Like, I got to pause that real quick. I got a little guy coming, or a little girl. What was it?
Boy.
So yeah, I got a little guy in the way. I got to man up.
I had to. I had to put my dreams on hold. And like, it sucked for the moment because it was like, oh man, like I had this opportunity. I could keep on going with it.
Yeah.
But it was kind of like, I'll be selfish to like, keep going with it. And I didn't have my priorities straight because when my girl was pregnant, I didn't have everything together.
Shout out to you, man. Like,
Thank you.
How many stories do you hear of the musician like, oh, I'm playing guitar. I got to go out and play guitar. And they leave their kid, they're newborn, and the guy never comes back home.
Those be those deadbeats, man. I don't respect deadbeats, man.
Nah, definitely not, right?
You know what I mean? So
how do you be a deadbeat in this day and age when there's social media too?
Yeah, that's a fact.
It's so easy to get called out on stuff,
bro. If you a deadbeat, man or woman, you're a coward, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? It's easy to run, man, but it takes a honorable person to take care of their family. You could go to the store and go get those cigarettes and never come back, or get that milk and never come back. But
yeah,
you know what I mean? It takes a very honorable person to take care of their family.
Amen.
Nobody told you to have unprotected sex, bro.
Amen.
You know what I mean?
All right, so tell me, you took this break, and then you said, you know what, it's time. Like the bat signal went up, and I gotta put the cape back on.
Yeah. So
how did that work?
Whew. So 2022, I was scrolling through Instagram.
Okay.
I was scrolling through Instagram. I had my daughter when I was 27. I have 2 kids. I had my daughter when I was 27. So 2022, I have 2 kids now. My son now and my daughter now is 10 and 7. So 2022, scrolling. And then I seen a poster. Shout out to Royal Films, Alonzo Haran. You know Royal Films, right?
No, I don't.
Well, they're a movie company group in Newark. So I was scrolling through. I saw a movie poster. It was called Not My Day. I'm in that film too.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if you've seen it. I'm in.
Is that the one that Jason's in also?
No, that's in Nights.
He did a King of Newark movie.
He did. Jason did King of Newark, and he was also in Nights with me.
Yeah. Shout out to Jason.
Shout out to Jason.
So you pause in front of this Instagram post, I'm assuming, right? Or Facebook post.
Yeah.
And you're like, this is the time to come back.
This is the time to come back. So I seen it, and it was like, we need extras. I play a cop in that film actually, and I seen it, and it was like, we need extras. And then I was like, I've been 8 years out the game. I was like, my kids are older now. You know, I'm kind of fulfilled in what I'm supposed to do as a man.
For sure.
You know, and I'm like, you know, I started, what you call that? Remember when, I'm gonna use this as a reference, in Dragon Ball.
Yeah.
Remember when Goku, you seen OG Dragon Ball?
All of it.
Okay. So you seen Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z?
GT, Super, all of it.
So, so Goku, after when he beat Piccolo at the World Martial Arts Tournament, that was like one of the last episodes of Dragon Ball. And then he marries Chi-Chi.
Yeah, they go on a little adventure together.
Remember when Goku, in between Dragon Ball and Z, remember he settles down and he gets like kind of, remember when he fights Raditz, his brother? He's like kind of rusty and he needs help by Piccolo. Yeah. So around that time, I was just getting too comfortable. Like I was just getting too comfortable just being.
The sayings popped up when you saw that post. Like, I gotta go out. I gotta go out.
And you know how Goku, he was like a family man?
Yeah.
And then Gohan got kidnapped and his whole was like,
yeah.
You know, I felt like that. It was just kind of like I just got comfortable. Like, and I was just like, let me get back in. So I remember I saw the post, went up there. And then I went up there. I was an extra. And I met Mr. Commodore. Shout out to him. It's his movie. It's on Tubi right now, actually. It's called Not My Day. It's on Tubi. And I met him and I was talking to him and chopping it up with him. And then I met another actor named Hassan Oliver. And we was like it was like a welfare scene. And in between takes, we was eating donuts and food because it was a union set. And I asked him, I'm like, bro, because I like to pick brains. I was like, yo, how you get movies? How do you do this? Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, how you do
And this production was bigger than the web series, I'm assuming.
Oh, this was way bigger.
Way bigger.
It was way bigger.
You're saying they have food. Food in general, feeding everybody's expensive.
Oh, yeah. we was on set for like 9 hours.
Yeah,
This was like a real set. Like a real set,
yeah.
You have your meals and you're on set. You take like 2 15-minute breaks. It's like a 9 to 5. You take 2 15s and like a 30. And then like usually on union set, if you're an extra, you can't talk to the actors. Like, or the director will kick you off.
Yeah.
Like, you could talk to him, like, after, but you can't talk to him, like, you know, and, like, goof off and, no.
What if they talk to you? If they go to you and talk, it's okay?
No.
Not even? Wow.
No. Like, yeah. So I was talking to him in between takes, and I was like, yo, how you do? He's like, yo, you got to go on backstage, and yada, 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 and this and that, and just breaking it down to me. And I was like, yo, bro, how many movies have you been in? He was like, I've been in 11, like, independent movies. I was like, damn. So we did this scene. He was like, yo, make sure you talk to that man right there before we wrap up. He was pointing to Alonzo. He's the producer of the film. So after we wrapped up, everybody was leaving. I was dapping up everybody. I was like, yo, Alonzo, can I talk to you real quick? I was like, yo, my name is Lamar Smith. You know, I'm an inspiring, actor, and, I would like to take this, further. He was like, give me your number and I'll have something for you. 2 weeks later, it was mad similar to Atlantic City Chronicles. He texted me. He was like, yo, I like your look. He was like, you look like you work out. He was like, I like your look. He was like, yo, how would you like to be a cop in the movie? I'll write you in as a cop with a speaking role. I was like, hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I was like, hell yeah, Because I was an extra at first.
It's good that you have a look. And it's good that we started this conversation about branding and whatnot. Because if you didn't really have that, maybe they wouldn't have been attracted to think like, whoa, this guy could do this part.
Right.
So were you already, because you have a nice fashion sense, you already had that even back then. And then you have a distinguishable voice too. So
Yeah, my voice is very deep. I used to get cracked on because of my voice too. My voice been like this since I was 12 years old, but
wow. But yeah, these things that made you
now.
these things that made you stand out is the reason why they keep gravitating towards you and picking you for things. So that's awesome.
I take care of myself. I go to the gym.
Yeah, man.
Yo, Planet Fitness 3 days a week, baby.
Yeah. That's what's up, man.
But yeah, so Alonzo, he texted me. He was like, I like your look, yo. I'm gonna write you as a cop and have would you like a speaking role? And I was like, yeah. So it wasn't like a cameo with lines. I was a supporting role with lines.
That's dope.
So you have like the lead, support, cameo, then extras. You have like extra lines. So I got written into that. I went on set and it was heavy hitters because this movie has hella IG comedians in it. You have Topic Tip, you have Capri, Mr. Commodore was on there. You had Young Tip. And these people, they be having like 12K likes on every post and stuff like that.
Were you intimidated?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, like hell yeah. And that was my second film, but my first movie. And this was on big screen. I don't know if you've seen on my algorithm.
I'm not sure.
There was a scene when I played a cop and I got like smoke blown in my face.
No, I don't think I've seen it.
Yeah, so like this was in a big screen. This was at the Newark Cityplex Theater, well, the Shack Theater, whatever, y'all in Newark identify it as, but it was at Newark Cityplex Theater. And I remember when I was doing the movie, Alonzo, he was like, hey, Lamar. I was like, hey, what's up? Because he's a retired Newark cop.
I think I have met him then.
So you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I think I have met him.
So he's like he's retired Newark cop. He was like, hey, do you know how to drive a old school Towns Oldsmobile car? Like a NARC car. I was like, yeah. But I didn't know. I was just like, I was like, yeah. I was like, yeah, of course. Because in the script, I studied the script for like 3 months, and then nothing in the script says I'm driving a damn car. But that's the beauty of acting. Things just get thrown in sometimes.
Yeah.
So like, I was like, yeah, I got you, bro. What's up? Where's it at? He's like, give me 15 minutes. So he went and got the car, came back, and it was one of those old Towns car when the gear shift is on the
on the steering wheel.
On the steering wheel. Those things suck, dude. Those things suck.
Yeah.
So it was on the steering wheel.
Yeah.
And he was like, yeah, so he was like, yeah, in the middle compartment, this is where the siren is. Because I had shout out to Donnell Stevens. He helped me out. He's another actor. He plays my partner. He's a cop in the film too. He helped me out a lot. He made sure I wasn't late. I knew my lines. I knew how to stay on beat and everything. Shout out to him. Thank you, Donnell, wherever you at right now. So he was like, yeah, this is where the siren is. He was like, Donnell, you sit in the passenger. Lamar, you're driving. He's like, I'm going to give you a walkie-talkie. Go down to that parking lot down there. And then when I say action on the walkie-talkie, you come up. You drive up. Because there's a scene when I bust Mr. Commodore and his friend smoking weed in the corner. So I'm like, all right, bet, cool. Sound easy enough. You know what I mean? So I'm in the car. I'm like, yo, Donnell, like, yo, what's this do? What's this do? Because Donnell, he works in dispatch as a cop, but he's an actor too. He was like, oh yeah, this does this. And I was like, yo, bro, hurry up, tell me. I was like, hurry up, tell me before he says action. Like, yeah, I was like, hurry.
Yeah.
So, Alonzo was like, action. So I was like, I was trying to pull the thing down. I was pulling the thing down, and the gear shift wasn't moving. And he was like, Lamar, what are you doing? Action. I was like, I'm trying, I'm sorry. So I was like, I'm trying, I'm sorry. So he came over. He was like, you pull it not straight down, you pull it at a diagonal. Because it's one of those old ones that you had to like.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm talking about?
I've never driven one, but I can imagine, yeah.
So I'm like, and this is my first movie. So I'm like, I'm not trying to make no mistakes.
You're sweating, right?
Yeah. I was sweating again, bro.
Yeah.
I was sweating. I was like, oh my God. He was like, you don't know how to drive a NARC car? I was like, yeah. I just think this one is just kind of different. Like, yeah, you know what I mean?
I mean, is it common to know how to drive a NARC car? I don't get that question.
He was like, well, like, as an actor, I guess people they want you to do all the research.
I get you.
As like a cop, you know what I'm saying? Because, when you're an actor, it's all about being prepared and knowing your research and having your tools. You know what I mean?
True. Although you did say that it wasn't in the script that you'd be driving.
It wasn't.
So it's not your fault there.
But I remember my acting coach told me, she was like, be prepared for the unexpected.
The audibles, right?
Yeah. So I was so that was racing in my head too.
Yeah.
So we did it again. And he was like, action. And then I drove up, said my lines. Mr. Commodore was like, wait. He was like, Lamar, you're a narc from New Jersey. This is not Miami Vice. He said, drive like a New Jersey narc. That was the only tool he gave me.
Yeah.
So I thought in my head, I was like, okay, got it. I was like, drive like a narc. Because I had buddies that were like, you know, in it with the police and stuff like that. So
yeah,
I'm like, drive like a narc. He didn't give me like, that's the only detail he gave me. And he was like, yeah, just go back and do it. I was like, drive like a narc. So I went back in position. Alonzo was like, action. Bro, there was smoke coming off them damn wheels, bro. I pulled up, got out the car, said my lines, did what I was supposed to do. The monologue, stayed in position, arrested him, put him in the car. He was like, yeah, that's how you do it. That's how you do it.
Nailed it.
Nailed it, bro.
How many takes you had?
Why you exposing me, Marv?
I was just out of curiosity.
I had, I think it was like 5.
Okay, isn't that average?
Yeah, it was like 5.
Yeah. Average.
But I was just trying to be like, oh, I'm trying to be like, you know.
Nail it on the spot, right?
Yeah, you know. So I did it, and he was like, yeah, that was it, man, that was it. And he was like, yeah. And everybody, when we went back in between takes, everybody was like, yeah, this is like my 7th movie, my 8th movie, my 11th. They're like, yeah, Lamar, how many movies you been in?
Shout out to my web series.
Yeah, shout out to my web series. I was like, I've been in 2. He was like, this is your 2nd movie? I was like, yeah. This is my first film, but it's my 2nd. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. He was like, word? He was like, yo, man, you got lucky. I was like, man, right place, right time, man.
Yeah, I'd say so.
So after I did Not My Day came out March 2024, New York City Plex Theater. And Indio Champ was there. You know who that is?
No.
He's the buff dude that kicks the pizzas and foods out of people's hands.
Oh, yeah, I do know who that is. Yeah.
He was there. People from Love and Hip Hop was there. I took a picture with Indo Champ.
What's going on in your head right now then?
Bro, it was crazy.
It was like euphoric, wasn't it?
Yo, I was like, bro, what the hell is going on? So I was like, yo, what is happening? So like,
and it's those split-second moments because the first time you said you were just sitting in a barbershop. Mm-hmm. Now you're just scrolling Instagram and you come across something that you said, let me take this chance. Mm-hmm. And look at that. Look at how far it's gotten you.
Yeah, man. Yeah. You know, life is strange like that sometimes too. But I did skip one film.
As far as telling me right now?
In order. Nights.
Okay. So you did Nights before
I did Nights before Not My Day.
Okay. And Nights is the reason why we know each other.
Nights, yeah. Hold on. Yeah, I did Nights before Not My Day. Shout out to Steve. Steve was in Nights too.
Steve was in Nights. He just got his cameo with was it a Jack Daniels bottle? They took it out of his hand?
Steve had the Oscar-worthy performance in there.
Yeah, shout out to Steve.
When he got the cup taken out of his hand.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Steve. Steve, I need to bust your ass in Street Fighter.
Yeah, I went to the premiere of Nights in Cineplex, right? And
you probably saw me then.
No, we definitely saw each other. We had a whole conversation.
Yeah,
we did.
Remember I had the neck brace on.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, we got to talk about that too.
Yeah. So I went. It was, I would say it was an amateur movie, but
that movie was.
But the fact that you guys had it in a movie theater, you had a premiere, like you guys had fun, and you built a community out of it. Because I see you working with a lot of the same people also. I think actors need to sometimes humble themselves, especially if they're still starting off. Like, it's okay to take a project, meet people, network, have fun doing it, and like have a premiere, and then learn how to navigate the waters of being an actor. So I think it benefited you guys that all did it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Because if you watch Jesus Christ Rap Star compared to Nights, big difference.
Night and day. Yeah.
Night and day. It's like big difference. Like, but Nights, that was more of like a teen drama.
Yeah. Like it was kind of Twilight-ish. It was Twilight-ish.
Yeah. The editing was
Yeah.
But like I said, shout out to Gene Sebastian. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, which I saw him in Rap Star also.
He was in Jesus Christ Rap Star,
playing the devil.
You know what I'm saying?
So that's what I'm saying. I think it did benefit you guys, and I think it was just cool seeing all of you together, like, and looking like you had fun.
It was you know what it was? It was an idea.
Yeah.
It was an idea, you know, and we did it. I mean, it's on YouTube right now. You know, even me and Gene, we're not proud of that project, but you know, it happens to the best of us, though. You know
I think
what I mean?
most people are not proud of like some projects on their list, but it's still there's still some pluses to it. I mean, Jason got the opportunity to be a director on that. And,
Yeah, he did.
That was a lifelong dream of his. Poof. Jason, I was working with him maybe 2 years prior. I had met him, and the first thing he told me is he wanted to be a movie director, and then Nights came along and gave him that opportunity. So you know what I mean? I see the benefits of it, man. Like, I think it's still a good thing that you guys did that. And like I said, it brought you here. Saying like all these pieces lined up for things to happen the way they did.
And we shot. As a matter of fact, we shot a scene.
You shot a scene here
and Bravery Studios. Yeah, we shot a scene right here. So yeah, it did work out in the long run.
Yeah.
But to talk about that, I did Nights and Jesus Christ Rap Star at the same time.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. So wait, you were filming it at the same time, meaning like there was like Tuesday I'm doing this, Thursday I'm doing that.
The call sheets.
Oh,
like,
wow.
Like I was shooting Nights, so I was playing Derek in Nights.
Yeah.
And then I was playing OG Bang, and like
OG Bang,
and you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
OG Bang. I
Rap Star.
was playing OG Bang in a different week.
Yeah.
And
what's that like? What's it like having two jobs in the filming?
It was a blessing because I'm booked and busy.
Yeah.
And that's always a blessing, but at the same time, it's like sometimes it was mentally exhausting.
I could see that, yeah.
Yeah, because I had to remember 2 scripts, and I had to play 2 different personalities and make them believable.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But even though Derek and OG Bang was kind of similar off of like just being a bad guy, but they were 2 different characters.
OG Bang was funny.
OG Bang was funny, and he was thugged out.
He was thugged out.
He was so thugged out he'll whoop his own ass.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's why he points at himself and shit like that.
You know? For real.
And matter of fact, Jesus Christ Rap Star, we got nominated for an award at the New York Film Festival.
That's what's up, man. Congratulations for that, bro.
But we didn't win though.
No, nominations is a win.
Yeah.
That's what I tell people too. Like, hey, getting acknowledged is a win.
Yeah. We got nominated.
How many people making movies right now on their phones and no one's gonna see it, no one's gonna nominate them for anything?
That's a fact. That's a fact. We got beat by this film called The Color Book. It was like in Italy or something. But like, yeah.
Why was it in the Newark Film Festival?
Well, they had like different films from different. I don't know. That was my first film festival I went to. So
yeah.
But when we got nominated and I was there, I have the video on my Instagram.
Yeah.
And it was like Jesus Christ Rap Star, and everybody started clapping and stuff, and I was like, whoa.
That's fire, man.
Like I thought the movie had potential, but I didn't know it was going to be like Newark Film Festival nomination. Like, because the thing about Jesus Christ Rap Star is like the movie's very like controversial to some people.
To a lot of people. I mean, you got to move. The original Jesus Christ Superstar was controversial back then too.
That's where A-Hood got the inspiration from.
Yeah.
Shout out to him again. Yeah.
Yeah, because Christians don't want to see Jesus depicted acting like a regular dude.
Mm-hmm.
That's their Superman.
Mm-hmm.
That's like if we had Superman in the hood. Right? Like, man, look at Superman trying to make a mixtape. 90% of comic book fans would reject it.
And then we were talking about killing Jesus again. And stuff. Like it's but the movie also has a message like behind it. Like if you watch, I'm not going to spoil it, but it has like a deeper message from just being like funny and quirky. You know what I'm saying? But and also OG Bang was supposed to be like, because OG Bang is like, I grew up around OG Bangs. So playing that character wasn't too complex, but the only challenging thing about OG Bang was you have to be funny and gangster.
Yep.
So it was like I had to be like gangster, because I had my moments. There was a couple scenes when it was like it wasn't funny, like I was serious.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you play back, we play back the movie when I'm in the kitchen and I'm talking to the kid while I'm kneeling down. I don't know if you remember that scene. Yeah. So, anyways, yeah, I ain't gonna spoil it.
Yeah.
But OG Bang, he was actually the smart guy the whole time, and OG Bang was the fool. But I'm gonna let you watch and see what I'm talking about.
Have you seen the movie? Was it Be Cool, where Andre 3000 was playing a gangster? That's what you were giving me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Because he was a funny gangster.
Yeah.
Shout out to Andre. He came up twice this episode already.
And the inspiration of the bandana was obviously Tupac. Remember I had the bandana tied?
Mm-hmm.
Just like Tupac. I got the inspiration. I was watching Above the Rim while I was doing that movie. And I was like, let me tie it just like that or whatever. So, but yeah, Jesus Christ Rap Star. It was funny how I got that role. That role was crazy.
Break it down.
But before that, I got into a car accident 8 days before the night's premiere.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why you had the neck brace, yeah.
When you saw me, I was...
Yeah. You were looking like Michael Keaton in the first Batman.
Facts. I was like... So, I got in a car accident because Nights came out October 2023, I think. Matter of fact, I was in the movie theater 3 times in 1 year. New York City Plex Theater. Nights came out October 2023. Not My Day came out March 2024. And Jesus Christ Rap Star came out August 2024.
Man, you had a nice run, bro.
Yeah, I had a little nice run.
Yeah.
But I got to a car accident 8 days before the Nights premiere. I think it was like just like exhaustion. And also like I felt like I was on top of the world, like low key. Because like I said, I was doing Nights and Jesus Christ Rap Star at the same time. And I remember I went to my buddy's house and like I was drinking and stuff. And then, you know what I'm saying? I was a little like inebriated.
Yeah.
You know?
You got behind the wheel?
Yeah. So my buddy, he told me to stay or whatever, and I got behind the wheel. I got into a car accident. And I remember it was like a collision. It wasn't like a head-on collision, but like I was making like a turn and he was coming down this way and he hit me. And I got hit on the passenger side. And I had no seatbelt on either. Wear your seatbelt. Don't drink and drive and wear your seatbelt when you drive.
I co-signed that.
So I remember the airbag came out.
That thing hurts, right? It's like a punch to the face.
Bro, it felt like, you know when Balrog does the fucking, the Wild Buffalo punch?
Mm-hmm.
It felt like that shit. So like I had so it was like the whiplash of the airbag. That's what messed my neck up because I had like a hairline fracture like right here in my neck bone. And I remember my brain was bleeding a little bit and I had a concussion. That's why like in the whole time at the Nights premiere, I was kind of like out of it, kind of like when people would call me, they'd be like, Lamar. And I'd be like, oh, hey, what's up? Like, yeah, you know, because I was, 8 days before that, I was in a car accident.
I didn't know it was that serious. Wow.
Yeah, some people wouldn't even made it to the car. Some people wouldn't even made it to the
That's what I was thinking.
red carpet event. They would have just stayed home probably.
You was there.
No, but I'm a G, you know what I'm saying? So like, yeah, you know what I mean? So
That's what's up, man.
So, you know, I'm going to pull up, and I worked hard as a motherfucker on that film too, so.
Yeah.
But I remember like even Miko from Euphoria, shout out to Miko, he's in the movie. Miko, he was in Nights. Miko, Mar, we're taking a picture, Mar. Oh. So like, yeah, I was concussed. Shout out to Miko though. Wherever he's at, he disappeared. I don't know, but I hope he's okay.
Is he in the new season or whatever?
No.
No?
Mm-mm. I know Drake is producing that. I think he produced it in Euphoria. But,
yeah.
But after the car accident, and I remember I was supposed to shoot Jesus Christ Rap Star the day after I got into the car accident.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I was supposed to shoot a scene. And I remember I was in the hospital and I had my phone on me, so I took a picture. And I went like this with the neck brace. And I sent it to Hood. And I was on a hospital bed. And he texted me back immediately, like, yo, you good? Like, what happened, bro? Like, blah, 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 blah. I was like, yo, I got into a car accident. Unfortunately, I was drinking and driving. And I had open containers in the car, too. Yeah, don't drink and drive. You know what I mean?
They hit you with a DUI?
Unfortunately.
Yeah. Boy, you live and learn, man.
So, he was like, yeah, you okay? So I was like, bro, I got to drop out the project. You know what I'm saying? Because I got a damn neck brace on. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, you got to replace me. He was like, how long is it going to take you to recover, the doctor say? I was like, the doctor said 6 months. He was like, I'll wait for you.
Amen, bro. Shout out to him.
Shout out to A Hood, man. He was like, I'll wait for you. I was like, you sure? He was like, yeah. But in between, he was auditioning other people to see if they'll fit the role.
Yeah.
And he was like this was month 3. He was like, Lamar, I can't find nobody. He said, I can only see you playing OG Bang. Because I actually auditioned for that role. I did like 3 table reads when I did. I did 3, son. Like, yeah, so.
Pause for 1 second, just because auditioning is, I've heard it being called like the most torturous part, because you go into a room with strangers, you're like spewing your heart out, then you leave, you don't know if you're going to get a call back, you don't know nothing that's going to happen after that. What's auditioning felt like for you? What's that experience like?
Auditioning is like, it's like a job interview on steroids.
Wow.
That's
well put.
That's what it feels like. So it's like you said, to piggyback off what you said, it's like you're pouring your heart and your soul into this performance, and it's like you don't know if this is like in vain, or you're looking like a dumbass, or you're just like, oh, I nailed it. See, the thing about being an actor is it can be stressful, depression, sometimes the even when you get the role, the preparation, it's like a lot of pressure sometimes, because you don't want to get, especially if you have like a movie on the big screen. I've been on the big screen like 4 times already. And it's like, there's one thing when you're doing it and then you see it on the big screen and you have like a whole crowd watching it. And you be like, that's why, some actors, they don't rewatch their movies. Jonathan Majors, he don't really rewatch his movies. Like a lot of actors, because it's not like it's cringe, but it's just like, but auditioning, bro, just keep going. Auditioning, I do the self-tapes, with the green screen in the background.
That's a good idea too.
I do that a lot.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
I failed a lot too. I did over like 100. Like, yeah. I'm, even though you see me being consistent and stuff like that, I fail a lot. But the thing about it is, to fail is to succeed. You have to fail to succeed. You're not going to ace everything that you do. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a lesson. Every loss is a lesson.
Every loss is a lesson, and you have to just keep going. But auditioning, it's scary shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Especially when you like Marv. It's like, imagine there's 4 people at a table like this, and then you're standing right there with a piece of paper in your hand, and these guys are looking at you, not even blinking their eyes. Action.
You're probably writing stuff down too, right?
Yeah, they're like, action, and you have to just like go. So that within itself is intimidating.
Yeah.
Because you could have studied the script, and I've seen this all the time. And the day off of the audition or the day of shooting, the person freeze. Now you could like study it to a T, get the character down packed, get the character's feeling, and all that shit, and then you get action. The fuck is wrong with this guy?
Yeah.
Who the fuck hired this? You hired this guy? Like, yeah, they do stuff like that. So, but just keep going, man. But yeah.
So after the injury, when you the 6 months, you came back and everything is like exactly how you left it. Are just a little bit of like rust you got to get off of you first?
Well, real quick before that, matter of fact, I was shooting Jesus Christ Rap Star and fighting a case at the same time.
For the car accident?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, like Jesus Christ Rap Star, like I was fighting a case while I was doing a movie while fighting the case, while we got to remember a script at the same time. So that's why you see certain scenes in Jesus Christ Rap Star, I look mad stressed and shit. Like I just look out of it.
It added to your character.
It did add to my character. A lot of people said that. Like
to your character.
Like I just like because OG Bang ain't no pretty boy. OG Bang, he don't. His whole thing is, kill a person a day, keep the doctor away. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the type of character he is. Like he's the epitome of a loyal friend. Like he's the type of person, like he don't ask no questions. Like he's the type of person you like, bro, we about to go hurt a lot of people. I need you to come. He's like, where? Who's driving? like the town. You know what I'm saying? He's that type of guy. Like he shoot women, cats, dogs, fish, all that shit. He don't care. So like but I remember I was fighting a case while doing Jesus Christ Rap Star, and I remember, shout out to my lawyer, when I went to the court case, because I was looking at 3 months in jail.
Wow.
Yeah, I was looking at 3 months in jail. So he gave me an ultimatum. He talked to the prosecutor before the case. He's like, all right, so, well, you know my real name is Brandon because you have my Facebook. So he was like, Brandon. Sorry.
It's all right.
He said, you have 3 months in jail. He said either you get 3 months in jail we put a breathalyzer in your car for 9 months, or we suspend your license for 6 months. But it's mandatory for you to take AA meetings, mental health evaluations, and you have to piss. I had to go to like this awareness building. Like you had to piss in a cup every Thursday for 6 months.
Man.
They do that mandatory. I'm like, I'm definitely not trying to go to jail. You know what I'm saying? So I'm definitely not trying to do that. Like I ain't no tough guy at all. You know what I'm saying? So like,
it sounds like it sucks, but the alternative is going to jail. Then I gotta do it.
Like I was, if that was the only option.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm definitely not trying to do that. So the second option was the breathalyzer in the car. My car got totaled, so I ain't got no car. So I told my lawyer, I was like, bro, just suspend my license for 6 months. And he's like, if you get it suspended for 6 months, you don't have to put the breathalyzer in the car. I was like, bet. I ain't got no car anyway. I was like, bet. But he was like, if you miss those meetings every Thursday, because I had to go to that shit for like 6 months.
Yeah.
In New Brunswick. There was a building in New Brunswick. He said, if you miss those meetings, or if your piss shows up one time positive with alcohol, clink, clink, you're going to jail for 3 months, mandatory. I was like, all right, bet. Like, yeah, I was like, all right, bet.
This is the life lesson of this podcast, really.
Yeah, facts, bro.
Because all the things magically lined up for you to become an actor, for you to get these roles, and then like one big screw up could have ended all of that.
That's how I felt when I was in that hospital bed. And I just skipped through. When I was in that hospital bed, I thought it was a wrap, son. Like I was like, damn. Like I was just like, bro.
You was on fire. You had 3 premieres.
I was on fire, bro. And I was like, bro, like, and what it made it so worse was I got into a situation I could have avoided. That's what made it hurt so much.
Yeah.
Like I was like, damn, like I should have just listened to my boy and like spent the night at his crib and just left in the morning. But I was just like full of myself. Like not like I had like an ego or anything, but I was like on top of the world. Like, I don't know.
You need to write that script, bro. That movie's written for you already.
Yo, facts, bro. You know what I'm saying? Starring Marv, bro. You know what I'm saying? Starring Marv. Marv's going to be the, he's going to be the Uber driver that I hit or whatever. It's like,
fire.
But, yeah, so I was just like, yo, man, bet. So I told Hood, because I was paranoid at that point.
Yeah.
I was like, bro, because, somebody got hurt in the process. I'm like, what if later on he'd be like, oh, like, because, people milk injuries.
Yeah.
Like, oh, like.
Especially car injuries. Yeah.
I can't sleep and something else started hurting. Clink, clink, I'm going to jail. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I remember I told Hood, I was like, bro, let's get all my scenes out the way. That's why we shot my scenes mad. For, like every weekend I was on set for like 4 months.
And shout out to him for being like understanding, because when you're at fault, and you said no, actually I'm thinking of the other director, but shout out to him for just understanding in general and like not being like, nah, bro, you got drunk, you hit somebody, and I got to rearrange my plans for you.
He could have fired me.
Yeah, exactly.
He could have fired.
Shout out to him, man.
He could have fired me off the strength of that.
Yeah,
but
you derailed my whole plan. Like I got all these things set up already for you.
But Hood, I was like, bro, Hood, let's go shoot my scenes, man. I might go to jail for 3 months, and God forbid if I went to jail, I didn't want to halt the movie.
Exactly.
So I told him, I was like, yo, let me get all my scenes out the way, and then God forbid if I go to jail, it won't halt the movie. He was like, man, you ain't gonna go to jail. I was like, bro, I don't know, son. Like, I was like, I don't know.
You would have been in there with a neck brace too.
Facts.
They would have been picking on you, bro.
Facts. I'm like, yo, Marv, I'd have been like, throw me in PC, bro. Like, not gonna lie.
They would have had fun with you. What's up, brother?
I would have been like, yo, throw me in PC. Yo. I'd be like, yo, I'm a punk. Fuck that.
That's mad funny, bro. Mad funny.
But yeah. So he was like, no, you're good. I was like, yo, just do it. So we shot my scenes, got them out the way, and in certain scenes in the movie, there was one scene when Hood, he grabs me and he yokes me up, and then I walk right by him, and then he get knocked down on the ground. That scene when I'm laughing hysterically, I took my neck brace off for that scene against doctor's orders. I did that whole scene. I was still injured in that scene too. That's why if you look, I don't turn my neck like this. I turn it mad slow.
I
like
would have
that.
never thought, bro.
Yeah.
I would have never thought.
So I took my neck brace off for the scene, and I put it back on after. That's how dedicated I am.
That's
you know
good
what I'm
acting.
saying? You know what I'm saying?
Could have hurt yourself in the process.
You know what I'm saying? I'm sacrificing my body like a wrestler. I sacrifice my body for my craft. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. He sacrificed his life for that cause.
But thank God I didn't go to jail. And Jesus Christ Rap Star, they showed it August 2024. It did super well at New York City Plex Theater. It did so well. There was an encore showing in September. There was 2 showings. It did one in August and it was one in September. So, and then it's on Tubi. It's on Tubi now. You know what I'm saying?
We talked about it having backlash before. Did you have anybody say something to you like, yo, why are you portraying Jesus this way? Or why are you in a project where Jesus is being made to look like a joke or a hoodlum or whatnot?
No, I didn't get, nobody told me in my face that, but I've heard from my other castmates that like they got like their parents might have said something, or
that's who I'm thinking of, parents, yeah.
Because like a lot of our parents are like boomers and stuff like that, so like they grew up in a different era. So,
Yeah.
But because we had a whole bunch of people that was on the project before, a lot of actors like dropped out of it, and like Hood had to like recon it a lot and like get like different actresses and actors and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, because a lot of people was like, oh, religion, and like I believe in God. Like I believe in God too, but it's like, with that, like I didn't think it was that controversial. You know what I mean?
Not when you watch it, of course.
No, not when you watch it.
When you watch it, there's nothing about it. Well,
yeah. I mean, there's certain scenes, but like you gotta watch it for yourself.
Yeah, you gotta watch it for yourself, make your own opinion on it, and that's with everything. That's with everything in life.
Yeah.
Come to your own conclusion about it.
But yeah, man. Yeah. So Jesus Christ Rap Stars on Tubi. Not My Days on Tubi, and I'm also me and Jason. Shout out to Jason again. We're also in another movie together. That's on YouTube.
What's that one called?
Jason versus the Midnight Stalkers.
Oh, I haven't seen that one.
It's like a Friday the 13th like fan film. It actually did pretty well. It got like 8.5K views. I think 9K or 8.5K views on YouTube.
I gotta check that one out.
Yeah, it's called Jason versus Midnight Stalkers. Shout out to Shem Mosley. He was a director for that. I play a mercenary in that one. I make like a cameo in there. I'm in there for like 10 minutes. I get killed mad fast. You can't kill Jason, you know what I'm saying? So like, I got killed in that. And I'm also in a horror movie called Stairwell. That's on the Fear Pick app. It downloaded from the Google store. It's like a horror movie. It's like Netflix, but it's just like straight like horror movies. And I make a cameo in that, and like I'm trying to like stab somebody, and then like I get hit in the back of the head with a tree branch, and I get stabbed up.
So you've stayed busy since Jesus Christ Rap Star, and it's awesome that you were able to go through all that, learn, and then say, I'm still in here. I had a really bad moment, but I'm not gonna let that derail my entire.
I'm never gonna do that
dream.
again. Yeah, like this is my 3rd time saying it. Don't drink and drive.
Yeah,
don't drink and drive.
Sure.
Like, yeah, don't do that. I'm like that moment of my life. God humbled me.
Yeah,
because like that was my 2nd near-death experience. My first near-death experience was the scar on my neck right here. I got cut. My father, he cut me when I was like 23 with a straight razor on my neck. And I remember like, I don't know if you can see it.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, I was like bleeding and stuff, you know what I'm saying?
You want to go into that? You don't have to.
Yeah, I'll go into that. So
what had happened?
So with that, it was, well, my father was a, God rest his soul, my father was a criminal. You know what I'm saying? It was petty, you know what I'm saying? But my dad was a street dude, so we can't say the N-word on here, right?
Yeah, no, you can.
Oh, yeah.
I can't say the N-word on here.
Well, I don't know, because you know how like with these like
with YouTube?
Yeah.
You could though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. If anything, I'll bleep it out if I have to.
Yeah, so like my dad, he was a street nigga, you know what I'm saying? So, and street niggas, if they can't beat you with the hands, they're gonna like, pull out some type of weapon and shit. So I remember it was like something petty. My dad was on drugs and shit. My dad was like, he was high up on pills. My dad used to take oxycodons a lot and stuff like that.
Yeah, you guys were arguing about something and then he just came back with?
Yeah, it was petty. So like my mom was like very religious. My mom's like 7-day Adventist Christian. So like I remember I was having a job interview at Robert Wood Johnson that day. And I used to go to church with my mom like every Sunday.
Oh, your mom would definitely not like Jesus Christ Rap Star.
No, I never showed her that movie.
Yeah.
Never showed her. Like, I ain't stupid.
Yeah.
I was like, nah, I ain't gonna show her that. So, yeah. So I was late, and my mom already went to church already. So, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't living at home at the time. And I remember, I went to the door. I was like, yo, Dad, can you tell Mom, I'm sorry I couldn't make it or whatever. I had no cell phone at the time either. I was like, I couldn't make it or whatever. And he was like, yeah, why are you going to miss going out with your mom? Like all high and stuff like that. And then, keep a long story short, me and him got into like a little argument. It was like a little petty debate. And then, because my dad, like I said, he left for prison when I was 12. He came back when I was like fucking like 17 and a half. So you got to remember when you're like, 12 years old, 13, that's like the crucial years when you need your parents.
Yeah.
Because that's when you're like finding yourself, you know what I'm saying? That's when you need the guidance. So when this nigga came back, it was kind of like, oh, now you're trying to play catch up. And then, always playing the victim for shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like, bro, nobody told you to go get locked up and go to prison. That was your fucking fault. But anyways, so like, yeah, so it got into like a little pushing match and stuff like that. So then he swung on me. And like, I used to know how to like fight really, really well. You know what I'm saying? I got swollen knuckle.
What's your body like at that time? You built like you're built now?
No. I was skinny. I was skinny, but I was built like Peter Parker.
Okay.
So like it was like
before the spider bite.
Yeah. So I was no. Not like I wasn't frail. Like, no, before the spider bite,
Okay.
Peter Parker was frail.
Yeah.
But like I was built like Spider-Man. Like I was skinny, but I had muscle. If that makes sense.
Gotcha. Cut up.
I was like cut up.
Yeah, Bruce Lee.
Now I'm just I'm 30-some years old now, so I got like the man body.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. So he swung on me. I dipped it. And then, like, I don't want to, you know what I'm saying? Even though my dad, he's a toxic individual, I don't want to fight my father, you know what I'm saying? So I dipped it, and I tried to walk away, and then he swung again. And I remember I dipped it, and then I hit him with, like, a two-piece. Boom, boom. Knocked him down or whatever.
Yeah.
I remember he was bleeding. So I started, like, fast walking, like, out the door. You know what I'm saying? Because I want to, like, vacate the premises and shit. I want to fight my pops and shit.
Yeah.
So I remember when I had my back turned, I should have never turned my back on him. I remember I felt like a slash, like right here.
Oh man, he did that with your back turned.
Yeah, my back turned, bro. Like it was like, and it felt like a book. Like a book open.
Yeah.
I felt like mad air and shit.
Ooh.
And like my skin was folded like that. And I remember I was like this, and I looked at him. And I remember I was mad as hell, bro. Like I was like, how like your adrenaline, I didn't feel it at the time. My adrenaline was like so like up, and I wanted to go. So my dad, he was like, "Oh, so you want to die?" This is verbatim what he said. He was like, "So you want to die?" He was like, "Stay right here." So my dad, he ran upstairs to go get a shotgun. I'm not stupid, you know what I'm saying? So I remember I ran out. I ran out the house,
holding your neck. I imagine.
Holding my neck. Yeah, I was holding my neck. And then I saw my boy quitting. He was coming down from the basketball court, and I had a remember Echo.
Yeah.
Echo wear. It was like an Echo white t-shirt, and like mad blood was like on my shirt and shit.
You probably thought that was the actual shirt.
And then like he was like, yo, because people call me Smitty too, because my last name is Smith. He was like, yo, Smitty. He was like, yo, Smitty, you good? I was like, yeah. Like, yeah. So like I remember I was like walking down the street.
You're looking like at the end of Fight Club.
Yo, facts. I mean, I could laugh about it now, you know what I'm saying? So I remember like I was like, yeah. And I went to my, the guy that plays OG Bank and Jesus Christ Rap Star, True Heart? I went to his house. He lived like 2 houses away from me.
Oh, I didn't know you were cool with him before the movie.
Yeah. Me and True Heart knew each other for like 20 plus years.
Shout out to True Heart.
Shout out to True Heart, yeah. Matter of fact, I'm the reason why he got in that movie.
Dope.
So I remember I knocked on the garage door because we used to chill in that garage, smoke weed, play Mortal Kombat 9, drink, just like bullshit or whatever. And I knocked on the door. He opened it up. And I remember everything started getting like mad, like fuzzy and shit. Like it's hard to explain. Like a person that like never like been in a dying state before, like it's hard to explain. So it's like shit started getting like,
you were losing a lot of blood.
Like my vision started getting blurry. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I have 20/20 vision. Like, I feel like I needed glasses at one point. I was like, yo. So I remember he opened up the garage door. I fell down. Boom. And then he was like, I remember it was True, and it was his wife at the time, Marcy. Shout out to Marcy. They were like, oh, man, yo, Brandon, he playing. Because I'm a jokester. Like, I'm a funny guy and shit. You know what I'm saying?
That's the problem with being a jokester.
Yeah, basically.
When something goes serious, they have trouble believing you.
They thought it was catch up and shit.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? Fake blood. And then and then like True was like, oh, nah, that nigga really dying, son. Like, it was like, nah, he really dying. So I remember I was on the ground, I was laying in the pool of blood. And I remember my whole thought process, Marv, at that whole time, I was like, I wasn't afraid that I was dying. I was just disappointed in the fact that this is how I died, if that makes sense.
Absolutely makes sense.
Like, you know, people be like, oh, I'm afraid to die.
Yeah.
Like, I wasn't like afraid. Like, I was just like, damn, like this. Like, obviously, I was like, okay, this is it. But it was just like, this is how my book ends. This is how my chapter ends.
Yeah.
Because I feel like, in my opinion, I feel like life is like a book, and your age are chapters. Like, how old are you?
I'm 36.
So you're on chapter 36 right now. We're the same age. So, you know what I'm saying? You're just like, damn. Like, yeah, you know what I mean?
Was it also that it's your actual father that took you out too?
So all that was going through my head. Like,
yeah.
like,
it's like a Marvin Gaye type of situation.
Basically, like, imagine you in my shoes. You're just not like, oh, like, I'm about to die. Like, you're just like, damn, this is how I died. Like, you're just like, oh, like, yeah, you know what I mean? So Marcy, she had EMT training. So she went in the house and got like mad towels and shit. And then Trueheart, I remember I was laying on the ground.
Marcy is who again?
Trueheart's ex-wife.
Okay.
So I remember Trueheart, I remember I was laying down with Trueheart, he was pacing back and forth. He was like mad as hell. He was like, yo, who the fuck did this and that, third, like, you know, like your homie's trying to get payback for you.
Of course.
Like, he was like, yo, fuck. Like, he had like his knives in his hand and shit. He was like,
are you still verbal? You're still able to speak?
A little bit. I was slurring my speech though.
Yeah.
Like a little bit. He was like, who did this to you? I was like, yo, my pop. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because I was like, my pops. He was like, what? He was like, word? So Marcy was like, True, what are you doing? Call the cops. Like, call 911. Like, what you doing? Like, yeah, call the cops. So 911 came. And I remember before 911 came, the ambulance came, Marcy was like, I remember I started feeling like mad sleepy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know how you have like a really rough day at work?
Yeah.
And you're just like one of those. Like, I was just like, I feel mad. And I remember, I felt mad cold. I remember that shit. Like, I remember that like it was yesterday. I felt mad cold. I felt mad sleepy. And every time I went like this, Marcy would smack the shit out of me.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, she was like a big ass smack. Like, you play Super Smash Brothers?
Yeah.
You know how Peach hand get like mad big and shit before she smack you? Like, it was like one of them shits.
Oh, wow.
Like, it wasn't just like a regular one. It was just like the Ric Flair chop across the chest.
Yeah.
Like, she was smack, boom. And my eyes get mad while I'm looking around. And then, boom, she'll do it again. And I remember like the ambulance came and it was a detective. It was two detectives. They were like, Mr. Smith, who did this to you? And the way I grew up, no snitching. Even though I'm not a street dude, but I know the rules, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, I fell down some stairs. I was like slurring my speech. I was like, I fell down some stairs. He was like, detective look, he was like,
yeah, okay.
That's some bullshit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he was like, yeah, that's some bullshit. He was like, I'm gonna ask you again, what happened? I was like, I fell down some stairs. And then the detective asked Marcy, True's ex-wife, what happened to him? I don't know. She said, I don't know what happened to him, but I know he came from that house right over there. And also I left a trail of blood too. I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, they were gonna find that regardless.
Yeah, I left a trail of blood.
Scooby-Doo could have figured that out.
You know what I'm saying? Rocky? Scooby snacks? But yeah, I left a trail of blood, and I remember I went to the ambulance, and I remember I pieced up True. Like, we had like a little handshake that we do. Went to the ambulance. My other boy, Mike, he jumped in the back. He jumped in the back of the ambulance with me. Shout out to Mike. He went with me. I remember they stitched me up. I got to it was crazy because I remember when I got to Robert Wood, it was crazy because I was going to Robert Wood Johnson for a job interview, and I went there as a fucking injured person that same day. So I missed a job. I missed a job interview and everything.
The irony, bro. The irony.
I was like, yo, what the hell?
Yeah.
Like, I was like, God, why? So I remember I went there, and I remember they stuck the IVs in me. So I remember I fell asleep. I remember I woke up. I felt like I was in like the Weapon X project, bro. Like I woke up.
I'm about to give you some adamantium.
Facts. I woke up, right? My vision blurry. Yeah, I remember Robert Wood Johnson's also a university too. So I woke up, there was people with like notepads and shit around me. And like I was like in a hospital bed, and then you see like the main teacher, the doctor. And he's like, yeah, this is Brandon Smith. He's African American. He's 23 of age. So I'm just laying there. I'm looking around. I felt like Luke Cage about to get the unbreakable skin and shit. So I'm like, I'm laying there and I'm looking around. I can't move because I lost mad blood. And they were like, yeah, this is it. And you just see people taking notes like this or whatever, looking at my cut and everything. And then after that, they left. And I remember there was this half black, half Asian doctor. And it's funny because I have half Asian kids right now. Right, yeah. And he was half black and half Asian kids. He was half black and half Asian. This before I met my wife, too. Half black, half Asian. And he's the one that stitched me up. And I remember there was a white girl, white doctor, she was white. She was holding my hand because they put like 4 shots of Novocaine in my neck. And I was cut down, even though I'm black, I was cut down to the white meat, you know what I'm saying? so yeah, can you imagine how them syringe needles felt in that white meat? Like the Novocaine shots and numb it? Whew. So I remember she was holding my hand and they cut my clothes up. They cut up my Echo sweatpants and my Echo shirt. I fucking love that shirt, son. But it's going now. But she was holding my hand and they cut my boxers up. And this is a little exclusive. She looked at me, looked down at my private part. Like she cut her eye like at a private part, looked down at me, and I looked at her and I was dying and everything, mad blood coming out. And I was like, I looked at her, I was like, I'm sorry I didn't want to meet you like this. Like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? And she started like rolling, son. And I'm losing mad blood and shit. Like, yeah. So like I'm still like I still got my sense of humor, even though I'm like in a fucked up situation. So like, and then I remember the detectives came. They brought this was like an hour later. Detectives came, brought a piece of paper. Mr. Smith, do you want to get a restraining order to your pops? I was like, well, they didn't say it like that, but I was like, nah, it's cool. Like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I was like, nah, it's okay. And then I remember I got out the hospital. I remember my mom came. She gave me a hug. My brother came, gave me a hug. And I remember they gave me my stuff in a Ziploc bag, like my chain and my necklace. It had blood on it, but, you know, they take it off. It was all in a Ziploc bag, gave me my shit. And guess the first thing I did when I got out the hospital? I had the scrubs on. Guess the first thing I did, Mar?
What'd you do?
I went down the street and got Newport 100s, man. So I went down the street, and I was like, and I remember I was mad as hell. Like and I had the stitches, and they weren't the dissolving ones. Those were the ones that, after like months later, they like pick them out with little pinchers. What do you call those? Whatever we call those things.
So, tweezers.
Tweezers. Like I had those joints. So like it wasn't the dissolving ones. The dissolving ones was this one. When I had the car accident, I had like stitches up here too.
Yeah.
So I remember I was mad as hell, yo. And I was just like, yo, like I want revenge. You know what I'm saying? And my dad, he was in jail.
Because of this situation?
Because of the situation. They locked him up immediately. And yeah. My mom, I don't know why I bailed him out. He was, oh, Selena, I'm scared. So like, yeah, got him out or whatever. And then some months later, I had to go to my dad's lawyer's office and lie to the lawyer so he won't go to jail. He won't go to prison and shit. Yeah, man. But yeah, that's what happened. And then a year later, I met my wife Angela, and yeah, so where we at? You know what I'm saying? Because remember, I met Angela. I met Angela that same year. Because this happened, my bad. That happened in July. And I remember I was bedridden for like 3 months because I was living in Piscataway when this happened. And then I moved in with my brother in North Brunswick. And I was bedridden for like 3 months. And I remember the doctor, he made me drink like Mad V8, tomato juice drinks, and like electrolytes and all that shit. And I remember I used to sleep with a steak knife underneath my pillow, yo. Because I remember I was like mad paranoid because my dad's a street dude, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, I don't know if he was gonna come back and like finish the job and shit, you know what I'm saying? So like mad stuff was like going through my mind, yo. And I remember my boy, he came to come see me one time and we didn't have a peephole. I remember I had like the knife, he was like, yo. And I remember I had like the knife right here and I opened the door, I was, oh, okay. Like, yeah, you know, and stuff like that. I had the stitches, I had blood leaking out of them and stuff. It was a fucked up time, man.
What was your relationship with your dad like after that?
I mean, he existed. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. He existed, you know. Before he died, we was kind of a little closer because I had my son and stuff like that, but it wasn't like, son, dad, throw the football in the yard, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't like that type of a relationship, but we was copacetic, like it was cool. Like, you know what I mean?
Well, shout out to you for not turning into a villain, man, because you definitely had a villain origin story right there.
Yeah, I couldn't. I take it out. That's why I play a lot of bad guys in films.
Yeah. Well, it's good to see you have somewhere to release that energy, man, because you would have came back with revenge and you would have been justified, but you would have been miserable after.
Yeah. Everybody says that. Yep. Everybody says I was totally justified and, oh, your mom should have never bailed him out. I would have let him rot in there.
No one would have knocked you if you would have came back and done the same thing to him, but it wouldn't have made you happy at the end. I wouldn't be here talking to you right now. Exactly, because you would never got to the other points of the stories that you told me earlier.
And that's the thing. I feel like sometimes like God puts people through like certain trials and tribulations, as weird as it sounds, to like see if like they could get through it. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
And I'm a soldier. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, so, you know, I'm a survivor. So.
Yeah, and the streets got it twisted, you know, because the streets would have told you to go get your lick back, right?
Right.
But you're a soldier. You're right. It takes more strength to not do it.
Mm-hmm. And I never went to therapy for it.
Yeah, man.
Never.
You probably still should though.
I never did. Well, I go to the gym.
That's therapy. So yeah, that counts.
As cliche as that sounds, like
it counts. It counts.
That's like that's why I look like this and shit.
It's an energy release. You know what I mean? Like it's somewhere you can release your energy. You know what I mean? I think that's what therapy really is at the end of the day. Because when you're speaking to somebody, you're exchanging energy. A therapist is supposed to take that energy and kind of like interpret it for you and whatnot. So if you get that from the gym, then yeah, that's cool too, man.
But you know, rest in peace to my dad. My dad, he died 2019. I remember I was working at this. I used to deliver medicine for this pharmacy called Medley Pharmacy in Somerville. And I used to use my own car to deliver medicine and shit to like old people and stuff to nursing homes in their houses. And I remember my brother called me. I was at work when my dad died too. I remember my brother called me.
Before you finish the story, did he ever get to see your movies? I mean, I know you only had one project on your belt.
The only one he saw was
the Atlantic City Stories.
Atlantic City Chronicles. These other ones now.
Was he proud?
When he saw Atlantic City Chronicles, he was like, yeah, he was like, yo, my son, yo, he was like, yo, bro. That's how my dad used to talk. He'd be like, yo, bro. He was like, yo. He's like, you did it, son. You know what I'm saying? He's like, yo, keep it going. My dad was the type of person, he'll never say that he was proud of you. He'll kind of just like do it with like actions.
Yeah.
But he wouldn't be like, oh, I'm proud of you. Like my dad, he wasn't really like an affectionate person.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
It sounds like he was proud.
Yeah, like he was proud. Like he was proud. If he saw me now,
yeah, he'd be even prouder. Well, he is seeing you. From where? I don't know, but
in heaven or hell, I don't know where he at.
Yeah.
I mean, we take a guess, but I don't know.
Yeah.
But like, you know, hopefully, you know, but yeah, life he lived. Whew. But but I remember my brother called me, he was like, yo, my brother never called me. Me and my brother, we're the type like, we're close, but we don't like really call each other.
Yeah.
Like when we see each other like in family gatherings. And
you're the older one?
Holidays. I'm the younger one.
Okay.
Yeah, my brother's 39. He's like 6'5". I'm 6 foot. He's like 6'5". Yeah, my brother's like 6'5". He lives in Patterson. And he was like, yo, dad died. I was like, what? Because my dad, he been through like mad shit. My dad been shot at, stabbed, you know what I'm saying? like mad like near-death experiences. My dad had like 9 lives. My mom, remember my dad used to come home with the car with bullet holes in it. It looked like Swiss cheese and shit. And I remember he was like, "Your dad died." My dad was 54 when he died.
Young.
Yeah. Well, my dad, he always told me that he didn't want to grow. He didn't want to like die old. My dad always wanted to die young. My dad had like a weird mind state because my dad, he, being crippled and stuff like that, he just didn't like that shit. So, yeah. So when he told me that, I was like, what? He's like, "Yo, dad dead." Yo, I was like, what? And I remember I pulled over like in the parking lot, and then like my heart went to like my nuts. Like, I don't know. Like, it was just like, whoa. Like, you ever had like a parent? You have a parent? Is both your parents alive?
Yeah.
Oh, so you don't know what I'm talking about then?
No. My brother passed away. That's the closest thing I can relate it to.
Oh, shit. So, so you kind of, was you older or younger when it happened?
It was 2020, so I was 30 years old.
Oh, so you know what I'm talking about then?
Yeah.
So, like, it's kind of like time just stops real quick.
Mm-hmm.
It's like it's hard to explain, but you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
It's like you get like that. It's like a nervous feeling, but it's like times like 100. And it's just like, whoa, like, yeah. And then I didn't even have time to like, even though like, me and my dad weren't like in the best place, that was still my father.
Of course, yeah.
Like, you know how it is with your brother. I don't know if you and your brother was close. But like, like, that's still my brother though. Like, you're just like, whoa.
Yeah,
you're just like, whoa. Like, yeah, used to play Pokemon cards with him. Play video games.
Are you thinking back to this moment though, where he tried to hurt you? Or after this, you kind of like let that be?
Well, this was like 5 years later.
Yeah.
This was 5 years later.
So by that point, it was water under the bridge?
It wasn't water underneath the bridge, but it was just like, it is what it is.
Yeah.
I'll forgive, but I don't forget.
Okay.
It was one of those situations. So I was like, I'll forgive you, but like, I'm not going to forget what you did. You know what I'm saying? Like, you wouldn't forget no shit like that.
No.
Like, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, I'll forgive you, but it's like, I won't forget though. So I was just like, wow. Whoa. So I remember I called my boss. I was like, "Yo, my father just passed away." He was like, "What?" I'm so sorry to hear that, Brandon. He was like, "Can you drop the medicine off at the job?" I'm like, "Bro, get one of, I'm like, bro, like,
okay.
I'm like, bro, get one of the guys, get one of the drivers. I keep my car unlocked and pick him because my dad was at Robert Wood Johnson. I was like, tell him to pick it up from my car and Robert Wood Johnson. Have the driver come over there and pick it up. I ain't driving no. Okay, fully understand, Brandon. Just calm down. So I remember I went there. My dad was already dead. He was already dead. They had him on
the gurney?
What's that? It's like a metal table.
I don't know the name of that, but I know what you're talking about.
He's like on the table.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's already on the table. And like, yeah. Like his eyes are already like glazed back and stuff.
Yeah.
Like he was like gone. And because I remember I felt his head and he was cold. So I could tell he'd been dead for a minute. When they're cold like that.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm talking about. Because I felt his forehead and I was like, yeah, he's been gone for like some hours. And I remember I said I said like a prayer in his ear, gave him a kiss on his forehead. And I remember I just I don't know why the doctor kept his eyes open and shit. So, but I remember I just took his eyelids, went like that. Like, that was it. And I remember I went upstairs, mama hugged. That was pretty much it.
Yeah. Well, I'm sorry for your loss either way. If he was a good person or not, like you said, it was your pops.
Like, with your brother, like, did you have a similar, not like how with the cut and everything, but.
Yeah, my brother was a similar thing. Not that he ever tried to hurt me, but
that wasn't cool.
He was challenged. He was autistic, and he would cause a lot of chaos for the family a lot. So when he passed, there was unfortunately a sense of relief because we always had a feeling that he was going to hurt himself because he would always talk about hurting himself.
Oh, sure.
So when he actually took it upon himself to do it, I can't say that I was sad. I would say that more or less, I just was like relieved that he can't hurt himself any more than this. Because he was a big dude too. So when he did a damage, it would be destructive. So
dude, him used to fight and stuff.
When we were younger, not past like not once I got past like my 20s or him too.
Marvin's like that shit stopped real quick.
Yeah, nah.
He's around like a certain age. Like
Nah. But yeah, it wasn't a feeling of sadness. It was. I was just happy he can't hurt himself any more than this. Even though the way he took himself out was pretty brutal.
Oh shit, he killed himself.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah. But
damn sorry to hear that, bro.
Yeah, you know, it's not something I think about that often. Or probably you're the only person I've ever talked about this with, honestly.
Oh, so I'm getting exclusive right now.
Yeah, I mean, I love the guy.
You don't want to talk about it. I mean,
no, if it actually didn't feel bad talking about it.
Sometimes it's good to talk about it, like not like once in a while.
Yeah, I think what it is that I've never been asked it before, so I appreciate you asking because, you know, I talk to people for a living. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And yeah, nobody's ever asked, so I appreciate it.
Yeah. If you mind me asking, like how?
Well, so from what I understand, because I've never asked exactly what happened, but from what I understand, he would say this a lot too. He would say, "I'm going to go run into traffic. I'm just going to go run into it."
Oh shit.
And from what I understand, so he actually did.
Sure.
He ran into highway traffic. So he was unwell mentally, so he would just do things. If he didn't get what he wanted, he's going to go hurt himself. That was his I think that was his MO for most of our lives. So yeah.
Damn, that's heavy.
I know. Yeah.
Did that like mess like your mom or dad up mentally or no?
Or I've never asked him about it. My pops definitely was at the funeral. I never seen my dad cry to that day, or even react. My pops is pretty mellow. I think I inherited some of that too, and I never seen him have a strong reaction before. So seeing him cry was kind of like hurtful. My mom, I can't really say. I never asked her about it. She was just quiet at the funeral. She was teary-eyed, but she wasn't crying like hysterically.
Like your dad took it real rough.
Yeah, my pops definitely did. My pops definitely did. Yeah.
You think he recovered? You know, sometimes like parents, sometimes like some people mourn different. Like some people like don't cry. Some people like drink more or sleep more or bury themselves in work. Like can you tell like he never really recovered from it or not?
No, he's recovered from it. I would say, the way we talk about my brother now is that we talk about the good memories of the funny stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's good. My brother, like I said, he was mentally unwell, so sometimes he would do something that's kind of funny, not really funny, but it would be funny to us.
Gotcha.
I always say, like, when people pass, I want at least when I pass, I want people to remember more the fun stuff than the challenging stuff. Like, don't remember me when I was down. Remember the good times we had. So I kind of look at my brother like that too. Like, there was one time we had bunk beds, and there was one time I was just playing video games. I had the bottom bunk, he had the top, and there was one time I don't know what I was playing, but he had just rolled right off of the top of the top bunk down to the floor. Oh, I just like a body falling from heaven.
It's like, you ever watch?
Yeah.
You ever watch Rush Hour 2? Yeah. Remember Chris Tucker? He said, Jackie, I'm taking the stairs. Yeah.
So that was something funny. But one thing that my brother did a lot is that he always used to tell people like, oh, watch Marv's gonna be rich. He's like, he's got his business. He used to call me the smartest person in every room. So, you know.
Oh, look at you now.
Yeah, exactly. So I got to be successful for him now, of course. You know.
Has he ever been here? Or?
Did he ever get to come here? I wasn't here. After he passed away, before he passed away.
Oh, so me and you got that in common.
Yeah, like he didn't get to see this. He got to see my smaller, because I had a smaller space before this. He got to see that.
I mean, but like our people that see our big accomplishments.
Yeah,
they saw like our little, or like the start of it.
Well, he's seeing it now, most likely. You know, he's seeing it now. And yeah, man, I do it for him. I do it for him, and I do it for my whole family too. You know what I mean? And for anybody that doesn't think they could do this.
Right.
I started this business with 2 pennies, man. Like I didn't have no big loan or no investment or any business knowledge. I found something that I liked, and I was like, I'm just gonna do this forever. Whatever happens, happens, and it's been working out. God's been looking out for me thus far.
Hey, you see, bro, you got a a gold mine here.
Thanks, man. I appreciate
You
it.
know what I'm
I
saying?
appreciate you, bro, because to be honest with you, like last year was like,
Rough.
I won't say rough. I would say I wasn't appreciating what I had. I think that's a better way to put it, because
Mm.
I've been doing this 10 years, right? And you know, you do anything for 10 years, it's gonna become mundane at some point. Like
Right.
you need something to keep you like, all right, this is new, this is cool, like something to keep it new, or keep it like remind you to appreciate what you have.
Right.
Because I was getting bored. Like that's the real crux of it. And that just means like the issue was internal, not like the business is doing good. I'm doing good. Everybody here is happy to be here. But you know, like I said, doing time for 10 years, you start to get bored.
Mm-hmm.
And when you hit me up, you hit me up a couple times for this interview.
Mm-hmm.
And then there was an RX Superstar, who's another guy. He's been hitting me up for an interview too. Like, you guys reminded me why I'm bored. Like, I was like, wait, I'm not even doing no projects of my own. I'm just here running the business. I'm not doing anything that I like to do. Not that I don't like running the business, of course. It's awesome.
You was just like Vince McMahon for a while. Like you was like
Yeah.
you was just like the boss. Like
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
I wasn't the creator. You know what I mean? And I had to remember, like, yo, I'm a creative. I have to create to be happy.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you get that too.
No. I get that a lot.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes like I'll write scripts, or sometimes like I'll just, you know, take some acting classes, or sometimes I'll be like, let me go audition again, or let me go.
Gotta do something to
make
keep
some
it.
self tapes or something. Yeah.
Yeah, you got to keep doing it. I think the creative mind can only be happy when it's creating. You know.
I know how it is. It's
Yeah.
that's the bittersweet thing about it. You know.
Yeah.
You know?
Like, if I make this all work, I'm not having fun anymore, and I'm personally not happy. Like, I need to create. So thank you. So thank you for making this happen, bro.
No doubt.
You know, you reminded me why like I do this, and I'm like, I haven't interviewed nobody probably like 3 years or something like that.
You gotta knock the
dust off,
knock
right?
the dust off, bro.
Yeah, word.
2026, we gotta have A-Hood come up here next.
Yeah, let's get him.
Definitely have A-Hood come up here next.
So what are you doing next then?
I got a few things up next, my brother. We got Dirty Divas. You probably saw that. I filmed some of that last week.
I haven't. The last thing I watched was your Mickey Mouse where you were playing Vegeta. Your Vegeta voice is really good too, bro.
I thought it was decent. Thank you. Shout out to Sean.
I think that's putting it lightly.
Yo, shout out to Sean K. Sean K. He's the mastermind behind that. He has like a guy that draws up these drawings for us, and then we just do the voiceovers. He actually did the voice of Mickey Mouse.
Oh wow! All of you guys were spot on.
Thank you.
All of you guys are spot on.
Matter of fact, the Gumball parody is going to be premiered at the Max Serve Animation Film Festival in Russia.
Russia?
September 11th. Yeah, I meant to tell you that.
Oh wow! Congratulations,
Thank
man.
you, man. Thank you. And we did another joint called The Twins. I don't know if I don't know if I showed you that, but I did the voice of Lucas, and Sean was late, and that premiered at the Coral Gable Art Theater in Coral Gable, Florida, January 1st. I was in a movie theater in Florida.
How are you in these projects? How are your projects making it out to other states and other countries?
That's Sean.
Shout out to Sean, bro.
Sean, bro. Sean, he be having like this little like, I got my relationships, but he has like his relationships that are like in like outside of Jersey that he could like.
That's dope.
Yeah, man.
That's really dope.
And then I have to do a movie later this year in Connecticut. It's called Burden Boys, and I play a drunk alcoholic father. Shout out to David Brown. He's in Connecticut. I gotta go out there. And then Dirty Divas, that's coming out April or May at New York City Plex Theater. And then I got another joint that I'm in called Spoken Third. I'm on season 4. When we're shooting that in September. And I'm also on Badass Kids. You know A Squad Rebel Radio?
Yeah. Shout out to Zay.
Zay, that's my guy. I auditioned for him too. That's how
I can't believe I got Zay to do that sing along in Jesus Christ Rapture. Yeah, I've never seen him be that jolly before.
Yeah, Zay.
I mean, let me take that back. I never met him in person, but we've interacted like on social media.
Yeah, Zay.
Yeah,
Yeah, Zay. He's a good dude. That's my guy. Shout out to Big Zay. He
yeah.
has a movie called Badass Kids coming out. That's coming out like the end of the year. I play Officer Jones in that.
Dope.
I had an audition. That's an A-Squad Rebel radio movie. So
Yeah,
I'm in that too. I'm just busy, man. I'm busy, man.
that's what's up, man. That's what's up.
Thank you, man. Remember, My Day, Tubi, Jesus Christ Rap Star, Tubi, Stairwell, that's on the Fear Pick app. Jason, Midnight Stalkers, that's on YouTube. All of Sean K's voiceovers, that's on YouTube. Sean Pulls Tricks, that's all one word. You know, just upcoming films, man. You know, I'll be promoting my ass off online.
You do, yeah.
You know
Yeah, you're always active.
You know what I'm saying? Gotta promote, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's what's up, bro. I really enjoyed this conversation, bro. And we gotta do it again.
Yo, Mark, man, thank you, man. I ain't gonna lie, when the first like 30 minutes, I was like, why the hell is the side of my face hurt and shit? Because of the headphones or whatever. I was like, either I got a big ass face or I got the thing on wrong. And then like I was leaning like this the whole time, like my body language says it all. But like towards the end, I was like opened up a little bit.
That's the thing with podcasting. You know, a lot of people that come to me, they're like, yo, I don't want to do a long podcast because, you know, people won't have short attention spans. But conversations are like meals. They have to cook.
That's a fact.
Like, you got to open up. You got to warm. It has to warm up. Like, there's a reason why these people are doing 3-hour podcasts. It's not because they want to talk to somebody for 3 hours. It's just you don't get to the good part until it's ready. The food's ready.
You see how we went from the movies and my journey to like personal stuff.
Yeah,
it started getting good like in the middle towards the end. Like, I mean, it was good the whole thing, but like, you know,
you definitely opened up more. You know what I mean? You're comfortable with somebody now. You've been talking to them for like an hour. Conversations don't get good till like an hour in.
That's true.
That's what people don't get. So if you want to do a 30-minute podcast, I never discourage it. And I totally get the concept, but also like conversations really start to get good the more you talk to somebody.
That's a fact. That's a big fact. Man.
Yeah. So something to consider for anybody that made it to this point in the interview. But bro, thank you for coming. Thank you for getting me out of my I guess boredom.
I'll definitely be back though. It might be later whenever Marv is free later this year.
Whenever you got a project to promote or whenever you have something to talk about, you know?
Thank you, my brother.
Yeah, for sure, bro. You're always welcome.
Thank you, my brother. I appreciate it. This is my 3rd time at Bravery Studios.
Yeah.
First was Jason's joint, and then we had the Ultra Hill podcast. Now we got Yo, Mark, what is the name of your joint? Do you have a name for yours?
I don't.
You got that's the next thing you gotta think of.
Yeah, I gotta think of it. You got a name for me?
BBC podcast.
That's taken. Black Boy Content. Shout out to Prim's Hood Cinema.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I'll show you.
I was joking.
I'll show you when we get out of here. I follow this YouTuber. This guy only reviews hood movies. He's the funniest person on YouTube, I think. His name is Prim's Hood Cinema.
BBC.
And his podcast is called Black Boy Content. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
No, I was joking though, but that's up to you, man.
Yeah, it'll come to me. I get ideas when I'm not doing something. Like I'm like putting air in my tire, and then the light bulb would just come
I do
up.
the same thing.
Yeah.
Even with a little Easter egg before we go. Jesus Christ Rap Star, when OG Bang was like you, and pointing at myself. I gave Hood that idea. I remember
that was a good one.
I remember Hood. He told me before we started shooting, he was like, yeah, you know, OG Bang, he's so gangster that he'll whoop his own ass. And I remember that stuck in my head. And I'm like, he'll whoop his own ass. I'm like, because some directors, they'll give you creative control with the character.
Yeah.
And some of them will just be like, bro, just do what I said in the script.
Yeah.
Like, it depends depending on who you messing with. So I remember I took Hood to the side. I was like, bro, what if when the part where you'd be like, you, and then I point at myself like, you, and I look all cross-eyed while I'm doing it. He was like, yo, that's fucking hilarious. He was like, yo, do that. The movie theater release, Jesus Christ Rap Star, when I did you, the whole movie theater was like, oh, and I was like, that's the reaction I wanted. Yes.
I bet.
Yeah, man. So like little tweaks like that. And also, this is the thing with a lot of actors too. When you get a script, sometimes the director's not going to give you a description of the character. Like Zay, shout out to Big Zay. Zay gave me the script for Badass Kids last year, and I played Officer Jones. We already shot some of it already. But we went to a halt. We put to a halt to it because Zay, I think his mother died recently.
Condolences.
But I remember, you got to get up there too. A-Squad Radio and meet him. But Zay, he gave me the script. He was like, Lamar, this is the lines. This is what you need to read. Go. I was like, damn. Like, yeah, so I was reading the script and I got a kind of like the gist of like what the character was. And sometimes as actors, you need to do that yourself. Sometimes the director's not going to give you a description of like how you're supposed to play the character. Sometimes it's up to you. You know what I'm saying? So don't get nervous when that happens. Everybody's not going to give you a good description of the character. And sometimes when I get in roles, I would eat certain foods and listen to certain music the whole time while I'm filming, because I think that's what the character would or music to listen. Like I had like a weird method, yo.
That's dope though.
Yeah, stuff like that. So when I was reading Badass Kids, I was like, Officer Jones, he's quirky. He takes his job very serious. And the only thing that Zay told me was he was a comic relief for them. I was like, okay, he's a Boy Scout, so he's a cop to take his job too serious. So I can make this shit funny. So I remember when I was shooting, I was watching like a old 80s cop. You know how like those old 80s cops, they
mustache,
had the shit shaved. I was like that. So I get really in character when I play my characters. OG Bang, I had the bandana. My day, I had the high top fade with the cop. Dirty Divas, I have like the little slit in my eyebrow for JoJo. So I was like, okay, so for Officer Jones, that helps me get in character. Changing my appearance. Some people only got to do that. Like me, I got to change up my whole look. Because when I play a character, I don't want you to see Lamar. I want you to see the character. You know what I'm saying? So, man, I shaved it. So I got to shave this again. I got to shave this. Once we wrap up Dirty Divas, I got to shave this again. And then I did this. I was like, yeah, get a Whopper. Can I get a Whopper with cheese in it? That's a Big 10 for. Like, you know, the little lip thing. Zay was like, I fucking love it. He's like, it's hilarious. So the whole movie when I'm Officer Jones, I'm like, yeah, boss, can I take off from work today? With the little lip thing, oh my God. And when it comes out in the theater later this year, people's gonna be rolling. And my natural, I did that on purpose. Because a lot of cops back then, they have the stash and they have no lips. They're just like, yeah, license registration. You see how you laugh and see if it's working. Like, I'm gonna let you know when the movie come out though.
I mean, I'm there for the premiere.
Yeah, man.
It'll be my third premiere over there in Cineplex too.
Cityplex.
Yeah. Cityplex, yeah.
Matter of fact, Badass Kids is supposed to come out in 4 theaters actually.
That's dope, man. Congratulations, man. Congratulations on all your accomplishments, and congratulations on the good choices, bro. I think overall, from talking to you, bro, it just seems like, yes, bad things have happened to you, but you've never taken it badly.
And it's crazy that you say that. could have.
Yeah, you definitely could have, and you would have been justified. But you would not be here talking to me right now.
Marv, you know what's the perfect example of that? You watched Black Panther 1?
Yeah.
Killmonger.
Yeah.
I would have been like a Killmonger. Killmonger, you know how like he was a villain?
He was justified.
But he was justified with everything.
Yeah,
bro.
he was totally justified.
I would have been Killmonger.
Yeah.
Like all day.
Yeah. Yo, shout out to you, man. Shout out to you, bro. You really made good choices after bad things have happened.
Thank you.
Yeah, man. Well, guys, thanks for watching. And, we'll be back again doing this again soon, bro. And
Marv, shout out your Instagram.
Shout out to the King of Podcasts on Instagram.
Spell it. You know how that shit go. You got to spell it and everything.
Man, it's mad long. Nah, if you don't know how to spell the King of Podcasts.
Is it all one word?
It's all one word.
Oh, okay. It's all
they
one
got
word.
this. It'll all be in the notes. Shout out your stuff, bro.
My Instagram is Lamar Smith 3764. All one word. You know what I'm saying? Bro, always follow your dreams, man. Follow your dreams. Keep going. Stay consistent. Be persistent. Keep God first. Keep doing your thing. All right, man. Peace and love, man. Much love.
Peace. Fire, bro. Fire interview, bro.
Thank you, man.
That was dope, bro.
Appreciate it.